Good morning, girls. How are you? Good Sunday morning. I hope you guys are doing good. I miss you, beautiful children. Are you guys having fun, though? You watching some TV, playing some games? What you doing? Comment down below and let me know. Nora Kate, I saw you comment last week, girl. Thank you. I like to know what you guys are doing. So you were tie-dyeing shirts last week. Have you tie-dyed more stuff? I love doing that. I love getting crafty, but that is one thing I've not done. I need to work on that. So, today's lesson is about Jesus's last week on earth before his crucifixion. Now, we know that Jesus came to earth to serve and not be served. We know that he was born to die. A good friend of ours wrote a song called Born to Die. And he knew from the beginning that that's why he was here, to save the world from their sins. If Jesus had not died on the cross, there would be no payment for our sins, and we would all be doomed for hell. And so Jesus is our only way. And today we're going to learn about his last week. So we're going to go ahead and be turning to John chapter 13, verse 15. We're just going to read 2 verses. Make that 3 verses. So, Jesus had gathered his disciples for the Last Supper. Go ahead and comment down below if you know something that we do that is modeled after the Last Supper. Comment down below. What do we do at church? Yes, we do communion or the Lord's Supper. We take the bread that represents Jesus' body, and we take the grape juice, which represents his blood that he gave for us. So he's having the Last Supper with his disciples. His disciples still don't quite understand everything he's telling them. And at the end of the supper, he does something nobody expected. He washes their feet. Jesus humbled himself and he washed their feet. Now remember, back then, they didn't have like nice Nikes to throw on. It was dusty and their feet were nasty. But Jesus washed their feet. Did he wash them because they were dirty? Like literally, oh, your feet stink, you're dirty. No. He washed them to show that he was humbling himself and that he was serving them. His whole ministry was about serving, and this was a really humbling moment for the disciples. So if you will look in verse 15 of chapter 13, it said, "For I have given you an example." Now this is Jesus talking. "For I have given you an example that you should do as I have done to you. Verily, verily," that means truly, truly, "I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord, neither he that is sent greater than he that sent him." So if we're saved and we belong to him, we should do as he did and serve others. Right now, I'm sure you're seeing on the news people helping each other. This is a great time to show God's love to your community, to your world. Right now, some people are really hurting. They might be hungry. They might just be discouraged. You might want to write them a letter, send them a text, draw them a picture. There's so many different ways that we can serve people. And if Jesus is our example, we want to be like that. We want to serve others. So I want you to look at verse 35 now in same chapter. And it says, "By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if you have love one to another." So there is no way we can look more like Jesus than when we love others, when we serve others. So I want to encourage you this week to do something to serve others, whether it's your parents or your siblings. Help them out. Everybody's kind of hurting right now, and this is a great opportunity to show God's love and show that you are a follower of Jesus. Now, I want to issue a challenge. Pastor Matthew said something when he and Pastor Lee were together this week, and it struck this in me. I want you girls, when we meet back at the church, to be able to recite all the books of the Bible in order. You can do this. I know you can. We work on it sometimes. I know a couple of you guys sing it that's fine. As a class, we say it sort of like a cheer or a chant. So here's an example of how I want you guys to say it, and I would really love if all of you could say it together when we come back. I think that would be really cool. It'd be a great accomplishment, something to work towards during this quarantine, and I know you girls can do it. You're so smart. So the way we do it as a class is like this. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth. 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, 1st and 2nd Timothy, Titus, Philemon, Hebrews, James, 1st and 2nd Peter, 1st and 2nd, 3rd John, Jude, Revelation. I know you girls can do it. It's so fun. It's so good to know. So I did have to peek once. I'm out of practice. I got hung up at Joel and Amos. Anyway. It really helps because when you're in church or when you're in Sunday school and somebody says, turn to Proverbs, you're going to know, oh, I know where that's at. Or turn to Jude. Oh, I know where that's at. That's towards the back. So there will be a prize pack for all of you girls who can do that when we come back. Something to work towards, little goodie bag for you. Thank you for watching today, and I'll see you next week. Bye.